Evening. Every time I start this to do it, it tends to put on a funny, like, Instagram face on me. And this one's bad enough to deal with. Hello. Glad to be back again. Happy New Year. Found it right to stop saying that. How many weeks into the month? Never mind. Hope we're all staying safe, staying fine. I've got a few for you. This one is called 1340 Friday. I sit in a box with a window that looks into a wall. I have one red ear and one blue. In my hand I hold a button. I stare out at the window. All I see is the wall. Was that a noise I heard? I hesitate. Another. I push the button. My mouth is covered. It hinders my breathing in the box. My red ear beeps. I push the button. Another noise, another button push. Holding the button as if I'm holding something precious. I don't want to drop it or miss the time to push it. Silence in the box, broken only by the occasional beep in my red ear and the sound of my heart beating. I worry the sound of it will drown out the noise in my red ear. Then my blue ear beeps. The ritual continues. Beep, push, silence. Beep, push, silence. Eventually the box is opened and I'm allowed to exit. The tall young man with the bushy beard stares at me. He confirms a fact I already know. I am still profoundly deaf. And this next one, if I can find it, bear with me, follows on. It's called Closed Captions English Standard. I wear hearing aids and I'm what they call profoundly deaf. I hear, but sometimes have difficulty picking out the actual words that people are saying. I find it hard sometimes to catch all the words that my fellow poets are saying when they do their readings. I wish the world came with subtitles. It's bad in my taxi with masks and the screen between me and my passengers to get them to speak clearly and give me the destinations. I wish the world came with subtitles. Watching TV, it's great when the programmes have closed captions, but I hate it when they don't. Or some on-demand shows don't. Or when the words are behind the actual audio. I wish the world came with subtitles. In this constantly masked off world, concessions are made for many, but city centres are blocked off for disabled people. And deaf people can get out, but can't see what you're saying. I wish the world came with subtitles. I play my music loud, too loud. My radio goes on too loud. My podcasts go on too loud. I'm not too proud if you ask me to turn it down. I don't know. I don't realise. I can't be sure how it sounds to you. I know how it sounds to me. Loud. Not too. I wish the world came with subtitles. I mean, hearing aids aren't perfect. They don't make things normal. They help. I'm not ignoring you. Your words are important, very important. It's just well, I can't explain, which is strange for one who uses words to make a point, tell a story, let you know I'm sorry. I wish the world came with subtitles. I take them out. Almost silence, can barely hear the washing machine, the noisy machine when I'm in the kitchen beside it. The morning alarm, it rings for ages, disturbing my wife, waking her when she doesn't need to be awake. I don't hear it until gradually it gets louder. I wish the world came with subtitles. I wasn't born this way, it's hereditary. My grandma on my father's side and my dad, but he never went and seen about it. Then me. Now my daughter. My grandma's head was big and hung in a strap beneath her top. It squeaked feedback when you went too close. You had to speak at the box at times to be heard. In a world before subtitles. I do sometimes enjoy the silence, switching mine off or taking them out. and being alone in my head. Enjoy the silence of being at one with me. But then I still need to know when I get shouted down for tea. And yes, I realise that I should check to see if the volume on my phone is up. But wouldn't it be great if the world came with subtitles? Floating in the air, words destined for only the people that they are meant for. Or flick an imaginary switch and you can see everybody's words floating, soaring, swearing, counting, caring. Perfect for finding words for a found poem. The silence of constant chatter, a world where words do matter. Choose your font, choose your language, hit translate. What was that? Ah, too late. Your word escaped in the breeze to hide among the trees. A world, not perfect, but with subtitles. Okay, I have a couple more. This is slightly, it's an old one. I found this one recently. I can't remember what it was written, but it was a while ago. It's called I'd Rather Play for England. I've seen the way you treat your men with disdain and lack of respect. You stay aloof from all their smiles and make them feel like rejects. I've seen the state your lovers leave, not one looking happy yet. I'd rather play for England than spend a night with you. I'd rather walk 1,000 miles than be party to your fateful wiles. I'd rather be buried in the sand than believe what you say is true. I've seen the way your friends turn out. That's no way for a human to behave. Leaving them quivering, nervous wrecks as idolised as slaves. I want to live for a long, long time, not end up in a mental grave. I'd rather play for England than end up in your book. I'd rather vote Conservative than receive a second look. I'd rather live in a right-wing state than wait for you to bring me down. Although with stuff going on in America and Washington just now, wouldn't it be near that right-wing state? Bad enough with the one we have here. Anyway, I'm getting finished with this one, and I apologise if you've heard these before. I haven't written anything new, well, since well before Christmas. And this one's called Almost in Love. Almost something, next to nothing. Almost happy, nearly smiled. Almost girl, so beguiling, almost perfect in your way. All or nothing, almost answered. Almost with me, but not quite. Almost sure, but not quite wrong or right. Almost night, but not today. Almost touched you, almost made it, almost caught your eye, almost spoke. There, I nearly said it. That was almost the joke. Almost helpful in a helpless way. Almost ready, almost dancing, almost spilled my half-empty drink. Just a second away from, well, I didn't think. Almost colourful, but still a shade of grey. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much. I've enjoyed doing it. I've enjoyed listening to music tonight too. Thank you. See y'all later.